Hey Facebook friends, it's Greg here. I am doing the live to give you a little heads up and invite you to an event that I'm doing. You know, I mentioned the other day that this is my 17-year anniversary for starting my health journey, losing 50 pounds and basically keeping it off for 17 years. And I'm really proud of myself. I'm really happy that I've been able to do it. And I haven't done it alone. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about is I wanted to share with you how some of the strategies that I've used have helped me stay on this journey, even when it's tough times. So I want to kind of give you some tips, some ideas, and invite you to join me for, hey Fred, I want to invite you to join me for a challenge, the Spring into Summer Challenge. You know, summer is here. If you can't tell, look at the beautiful weather. It's gorgeous. Summer is here. But I wanted to invite you to join me. I've been working on my health, and I had a big injury. I had a surf injury last year, and it kept me, both shoulders were hurt, so I haven't been able to surf for over a year. It's been very, very frustrating. So I want to tell you a little bit about what is the challenge, how to participate if you're interested, and give you some ideas for long-term success that could work for you. Hey, Sean. I want to welcome everyone to the call. We're going to be kind of talking about this challenge that's going to happen the month of April. I'm going to give you some details about it, give you an overview, and also I want to give you a couple of tips, some, I guess I would call it like some previews of my upcoming book. I'm writing a book. It's going to be coming out in a couple months this summer, and I'm going to give you some ideas that are coming from my book. So let's start with what is the challenge. So the Spring into Summer Challenge is going to be a chance for us to get together as a community. Hey Pat, us to get together as a community and support each other for the month of April. It's going to be free. It's open to anyone. It's going to be online. It's going to be in this private Facebook group, which is called Creating Optimal Health. And the goal is to create momentum and to start to develop some habits of health. Well, that's weird. Start to develop some habits of health that would be sustainable to turn into long-term habits for you that could last the rest of your life. It could last 17, 20 years like it has for me. And you know, one of the things that challenges are going to come. You know, life. Which month is the best month to get started on your healthy habits? Right, this month. But which month is the month that's not going to have any holidays? No one's birthday. It's not going to have a challenge. It's not going to have a life event, a death, a transition, a job change. Every month there's always something. So we got to find a way to take these challenges. And if you're not going to create a challenge for yourself, life's going to give you one. So how do you take those challenges and flip them? So I'm going to talk about that. So how do you join? Anyone can join. It's for former Optavia clients. It's for current Optavia clients and coaches. It's for somebody that's doing their own plan. Anyone can do it. You don't have to be on Optavia. But if you are, it's kind of give you a little bit of a heads up because you'll have a coach, you'll have some structure, and have a meal plan. But what we're going to talk about is the structure of this challenge is going to be very simple. We're all going to join the Facebook group. And on Monday and Friday at 12:30, I'm going to do a Facebook Live, and we're going to do, a lot of them are just going to be like tips of ideas that have worked for me, dealing with challenges, what's coming up, interviewing people that are successful, finding out what's working for them. We're going to post recipes, we're going to cheer each other on, and it's going to be something that we can just get in and do quickly a couple times a week. You can check in, have some high fives, and then go on with your day. The why behind doing a challenge and why I think it's so important. Number one is life is going to give you those challenges, and if you don't know how to embrace them, you're always going to be putting things off. Oh, I'll get started next month. I'll get started on my health journey next month. So we want to just kind of be aggressive and like embrace these challenges and flip them on our heads. Habit number 3, actually, at Optavia, we have 6 principles for transformational leadership. Habit number 1 is lead from the future, act in the now. Habit number 2 is take responsibility and play above the line. And habit number 3 is we seek growth and we embrace challenges as the obstacle. We embrace obstacles as the way. So that's really going to be a lot of what the content is about, is how do we deal with challenges. The week 1, let's get started with week 1. Week 1 is starting today, and we're going to have another check-in on Friday. But what I'm going to encourage you to do is we're going to start with habit 1, which is lead from the future and act in the now. What does that mean? Leading from the future is like, I had this shoulder injury, right? And I haven't been able to surf. But I have to think right now about where I want to be at the end of April. So my goal for the end of April is to be able to surf. Hey, Alan, how you doing? To be able to surf this by summertime. I won't maybe be ready to surf by the end of April, but at least I could be able to swim a mile. So that's one of my goals. You want to be very specific with your goal. I want to be able to swim a mile without pain. I also want to get down to 13% body fat. Right now I'm at 15.5. And I want to get to, I want to be able to add 1 pound of muscle. So I'm going to be doing a body fat assessment and tracking my muscle and my body fat. So with your goal, what I'm going to encourage you to do is, if you're going to join the challenge, is be very specific about your goal. What do you want to accomplish by the end of April 30th, by the end of this month? Second thing is, why is that important to you? What's the motivation behind this goal? And now here's a little tip, a little thing that I'm going to be talking about from my book. You know, for 17 years, actually for 20 years, before I even started with Optavia, my buddy Jim Bunch and I started a company called the Happy, Healthy, Wealthy Game. And we did a 90-day challenge for healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy finances. And that's really served me to simplify my goals, to simplify my life, and really focus just on 3 things that are most important. But I realized in looking back is there's actually 4 things that I've been focusing on. And one of them is spirit, my spiritual world. But I've always kind of kept that in the back. I've never talked about it publicly. You know, spirit and politics and some of those things can be controversial, so I haven't really included that. But I realized how important it is. Matter of fact, a lot of my friends here in the community of North County, they have another trilogy, Healthy Body, Mind, Spirit. But I've noticed that they don't really focus too much on finances. And I think both of those trilogies are kind of incomplete. So in my book, I'm launching an idea called Tetrology, the study of the sacred 4, the study of the 4 most important elements: body, mind, finances, and spirit. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is, if you want to take this challenge, ask yourself this question: how will reaching these goals, these specific goals, impact me in those 4 key areas? How will it impact my body, my mind, my finances, and my spiritual world? So we're going to get everyone to post on Facebook. And the other thing that's going to be one of the first things I want you to do is to get some accountability. Set up your support structure. One way that you can have support is you could have a health coach. Another way that you can have support is you could have a buddy, someone who's running along with you. Who do you know that wants to get healthy, that wants to get in shape for the summer? Invite them to join this challenge. Accountability buddy can go a long way. When Jim and I started our accountability all those years ago, we had this rule that if we didn't do our 4 actions a day, that's the other thing I'm going to encourage everyone to do, is to pick 4 simple actions that you can do every single day that's going to move you towards your goals. And make these simple. We call them micro habits, something that's so easy that you can't not do it. So if your optimal goal is to get to be able to do 100 push-ups, say, can I start with 2 a day? You know, something that's immensely doable that you can do even on the days that you're sick. So pick 4 simple actions a day, and then if you have an accountability buddy, check in with them. That's what we're going to do. And if you don't have an accountability buddy, in the Facebook group, we'll try to connect you up with somebody who's on the same path as you and that you can create a buddy with. Also, if you need help setting your goals, if you're not really good at that, you need some clarity, you're not sure how to create those actions, or you need a plan, private message me, and I'll set up a free assessment called a health assessment, and we'll go over your goals, we'll go over a plan, and we'll give you some tips. So that's really it for this week. I wanted to make it simple and easy and fun to do. We will have some recognition, some rewards, and some prizes at the end of the 30 days. But it's not really about that. It's about us getting into momentum. It's about us getting our habits started. It's about us getting moving, having fun, creating community. You know, I walk every Sunday, go to Torrey Pines State Beach. It's actually right over here. You can see back in the background, Torrey Pines is down there. My buddy John Asraf and a couple of guys, we get together, and it's kind of nice to have that ritual. So one of the things I'm going to encourage you to do is create some rituals, some spiritual rituals, some things that really bring spirit into your heart and make this more than just what it's about for you. But how's it going to impact your community, your life, your connection with spirit, your connection with God? And so we're going to go into some new territory here on this challenge. And I'm looking forward to checking in with you guys and supporting you one-on-one or in group. And message me if you want. I'm going to put the link to the Creating Optimal Health group if you're not already in that group, so you can join for free. And then, so again, your recap for this week is: number 1, join the group. Number 2, share your goal, your specific measurable goal for the month of April. Number 3, what are your whys? What's the impact going to be on your healthy body, your mind, your finances, and your spirit? And post that in there. And then finally, help find an accountability buddy. If you don't have somebody, invite one to the game. If not, reach out. We'll help you connect with somebody. So let's have fun. Let's get in shape for the summer. Let's make this a great month. It's a beautiful time to get started. When's the best time to get started in your health? Today. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Happy April Fool's Day. This is not a joke. This is serious. We're going for this. And if you want to go with me, I'd love to have you join me on the journey. Have a great day, everyone.